your wedding day. Such memories. Your smiling face, the love in her eyes, promising of a lifelong journey of understanding and support. So what the fuck happened? You out the house, she got the car, and you're recovering on your homeboy's couch, or even worse, in your parents' basement. Life after marriage is not something most men are prepared for. Many don't even talk about the issues that affected what was supposed to be one of the best things that ever happened. What now? How does your life start over? It's time to talk about it. The Lame Show starts now.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lame Show. I'm here with my co-host and brothers,
Lame Show,
Neil,
Lame Show. Yo, welcome
Lauren,
back. What's up?
Andrew, and Kier.
Yes, sir.
So we are discussing what women want to know. What a girl wants, what a girl needs. What y'all need to know is the answer to this question. Do men really think about sex 24/7, 365? We're going to go around the room first, and I'm going to start with the person who gets it the most. What's up, Goran?
Hey,
Okay.
Gordon got the hardest working dick in the business, right?
Exactly.
Part-time plumber.
This dude's dick is performing in Belize, Raleigh.
Hey, you know.
Worldwide.
You see
Mr.
some
Lube,
blue
we call
water?
Mr. Lube.
Yeah.
Mr. Luba
You see some blue water? Goran is fine.
She's like, hurry up with this
Luba,
damn
Luba,
call.
Luba.
I gotta get off the call, man. I got things to
So,
do.
Goran, how often do you think about sex weekly? How many days a week?
7 days a week.
You think about it 7 days a week? Really?
Sex is always on my mind.
Really? Does that mean you want to do it? Or does that just mean you think about it?
No, I would do it every day, 7 days a week.
You would? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And you know what's crazy?
What's
It
that?
seems like the older I'm getting, it's even on my mind more.
Oh,
Wow.
because
That's that Native American in you, son. Love you long time. Nah, it's like seriously, real talk. It's like sometimes you have a craving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I got sex cravings.
So let's exit. Is it the woman that you're with, or is it just the fact that you just are a horny little devil? Horny tall devil.
It's probably a combination of everything, right? For me, how can I say this? What's the best way to say it?
Politically correct.
But can I switch up the question, because I think this might help you.
Yep.
Is the condition of your relationship causing you to think about more sex?
Yeah, I think it's and that's what I'm trying to say is I think it's my overall energy level, right? I think I'm happier with a lot of things that are happening in my life, not only my relationship. And so I think that total happiness is creating a stronger hunger or thirst for sex.
Okay. And she's able to keep up?
Yeah.
He had to take a breath.
It is good.
Yeah.
He didn't have to think about it. He's good. He good with it.
So would you say, compare how you feel your sex drive to now compared to when your marriage was ending?
Wow. That's interesting.
So my sex drive was always there. Where I get turned off is when there's conflict. So when marriage was ending, there was a lot of conflict, obviously. So the sex drive wasn't there until we resolved some of that conflict. So that's why, like, later in our marriage, we didn't have sex as much as we did in the beginning, because there's conflict, and there's we weren't on the same page. Everything work, kids, relationship. When all of those things are heading south, the drive for sex for me is not there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to come to you next, Andrew. I want to know, how often do you think about sex weekly?
4 days a week, about 2 hours a day for 4 days.
That's cap.
And
that's serious,
are
bro.
you
Cap. Straight cap.
Are you
That's
thinking about
serious.
someone specifically? Are you thinking about past situations? Or are you thinking about the situation you're going to get?
Jamal, you a dirty nigga. That's all I'm gonna say.
A
Little of both.
Okay, that's fair.
Little of both.
Okay, like
Listen,
so.
everybody got that one thing in your past that you like. Damn, I wish I could.
Oh, the highlight reel, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely the highlight reel. Would you say that your weight loss has added to your sex drive, or
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yes.
Because I would think it's higher now. Even the fact when you got divorced, you wasn't getting the fact that you feel better about yourself. Does that added to the sex drive? Is that correct?
I think confidence definitely does add to it.
Oh,
And
okay.
also being physically able to perform the way I'm supposed to perform adds to it as well.
And you don't use no stone, right?
No stone, sir. No stone. Ginseng and watermelon.
Ginseng
Just
and
water,
watermelon.
right?
Water and watermelon.
So with your drive being where it is, when it comes to dating, if you got a good person, how is she still a good person if she makes you wait more than 2 months?
Huh?
Meaning, if you're dating someone and she says,
I heard
I'm
you
not
said. I
doing
said, huh? Wait, what?
Oh.
He said, huh?
Wait, what?
What? Oh shit! I'm gonna come to Danielle on this one. That was funny. So I know a lot of backstory about this gentleman's sex life.
I hate when you set it up like that, bro. It's always a gut punch.
You don't know shit, Maul.
I know the backstory.
I told
you used
y'all.
to pee the bed, right?
Boy, dirty dude, yo. He set you up.
Dirty. Remember time your mom beat you in class?
So my friend, how often weekly do you think about sex?
Weekly?
Yes.
Man. My sex drive is on 10, bro. I think about sex every day. Matter of fact, I think since I got to Florida, I got hornier.
See?
I believe that.
Your mood, right?
So it's your mood.
Nah, it's the
It's
sun.
It could be the mood. It could be the sun, but
That
everybody
vitamin
gets
D.
to
That
one.
vitamin D.
This is the junior college he lived next to.
But everyone gets to once over. I mean, people that I ordinarily wouldn't think about, I'm like, oh, she's kind of cute. Okay. And it's not always like intercourse, but it's just like, you just think about flirting and, things that lead up to intercourse.
That's facts.
Yo, that is fact.
That
There's
is
sometimes
facts.
I'm sitting there like, yo, I would love some head right now.
Those are facts right
yo,
there.
Can somebody get going?
She been drinking.
I don't know who this guy is.
In it. Oh,
Wait a minute.
Like what?
Can somebody
take
get going out the
natural
dressing room?
I'll take Botox head.
Oh, snap.
Yo, G, keep it a buck. Your girl not home, is she?
hell no.
I thought that. I figured that.
He said, I thought that.
She's on a girl's
What?
trip.
So, Danielle, now that what you're thinking about it so often, is that the goal more than it is to meet somebody? You trying to fuck or you trying to date? And is there a difference?
I think for most men, there's always a difference. You always, for the most part, guys I know, they're trying to fuck first. And then, comes the personality. Oh wow, she's kind of cool too. Oh, I can spend time with her. I don't feel stressed. maybe we should be in a relationship. I think guys find themselves in relationships. They don't go out.
You fall
looking
into
for-
one.
Yeah.
Right. You definitely fall into one because you get lazy. You just like you smashing the one person and she's not being bothersome. At this age, we don't really want to go out like that. And then you get the phone call. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Can I come over? Sure, come on over. And then that keeps happening weekly, and then it's daily. That's how relationships begin.
So hold up.
But hold on a second. But something's come over me though, because I was a little bit more reserved when I was up top. I mean, I don't know. I see somebody here, and I words come to my head. I'm like, hey, I normally don't do this, but I'm spitting game.
And I just want to clarify: up top doesn't mean he wasn't in prison.
Up
this
north.
motherfucker was dating in prison.
up north.
Some people say up north. Some people say up top.
Nah, no. No, but it's something about the sun down here.
Okay, I'm gonna come to you, Kia. What would you say on average is the number of times you think of sex daily?
Wow.
The number of times I can't count. I don't have enough fingers and toes to count that shit. So,
But let's dissect this. What is the actual thought?
I think about it all.
But when you say you're thinking about it,
all the time,
someone comes into the office and you're like, "Oh, she could get it." Does that count as a thought about sex?
Possibly. I would say yeah.
So, okay, so yes. Next, would you say a flashback? Does that happen daily?
Yep. Flashbacks happen.
So would you say you think about it when you're taking a leak?
Sometimes.
I said all the time, so I said all the time. So,
oh wow, lunch break. Think about sex.
Nah, man.
Clock it out. Think about that.
Yeah, I do.
So, but it doesn't. Just because you think about it, does it mean that you're pursuing it that day?
No, not necessarily.
Nah, it's because he beat one off already.
Right? I wasn't gonna go there with it.
He said PNC.
I wasn't gonna go there with it because everybody has that outlet. Unless of course, if you have hands, you have that outlet. But I really think women want to know is just like, if I see a guy that I'm dating, we haven't done anything, is he thinking about fucking me every time he sees me?
He is.
And then is there anything wrong with that?
I don't think so. I think that's very natural. I think it's natural. I think it's very natural. So
the priority is sex, not what this woman offers to your life other than pussy.
No, I don't know if that has to be
the way you're wording it.
Yeah, you're kind of boxing. You're compartmentalizing it. So it's
let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Y'all know how I ask these questions? Fight back, motherfucker. Fight back.
But the way you
keep it a buck.
Putting it in a buck. Go ahead, Drew.
Let's keep it a buck. Dudes is not dating no girl unless they trying to smash, bro. Let's just keep it at 1,000.
Thank you, Drew.
That's true.
I'm
she'd make a great mommy.
I'm in a phase of my life where I would date with sex not being on the brain because it complicates things.
Stop the cap.
It does. For me, it complicates things.
Says the man with a wife and 3 girlfriends. Stop the cap.
Shit, motherfucker. I can't. That's how I got in trouble.
His numbers are ridiculous, bro. He has high numbers.
Right. And I understand the way I do things. I've been told this, and I'm not trying to bring myself up. Just the way I do things, it's more of I invoke emotions that aren't normally invoked. So that's why I got to be careful of how I do, who I get with, and when I do it. That's what I'm learning from conversations I've had with women in the past. Because I think we've all heard this line before, and it's kind of like a feather in our cap. You know, you hit it right. Why you fuck me like that? We've all heard that shit. And then when you have conversations, it's like, ooh, I touched the soul with that one. And when you touch the soul, there are certain conversations that come right after that. And I ain't ready for those conversations. Are you guys ready for those conversations?
So you saying hold back, don't give A+ game?
I'm saying that's all I give. So
How
I'm
you
not
supposed to do it,
trying.
kid?
I'm not trying to have those conversations or hurt somebody's feelings when I don't want what they want, because that's usually.
But why would you give A+ dick if you're not ready to have an A+ relationship?
That's a very good question.
Because if you're not going to perform to the best of your abilities, then don't perform. Stay home.
Well, there's a difference too.
Thanks, coach.
Thanks, coach.
The difference is I don't think it not necessarily performance, but I know for a fact that women can tell the difference when you're making love to them versus when you're just fucking them. And so I think what Maul is saying is there's a lot of women that he's been with that's like, you just made love to me. You did just like fuck me.
Exactly. When I'm just fucking, but it gets like the one of the mothers of my kids was like, yo, I remember that first time, and then it was on after that. It was like she didn't want to go home. Wow. And I was just like, yo, I'm just trying to have a good time, but I put in the performance. So I have, like, each of us know there are certain chicks we cannot fuck anymore because it's just going to be too much on them emotionally, and the attachment is going to be something hard to break. So I'm going to circle back. Are there times with someone that you're dating that you should not be having sex? I'm not even going to say dating, in a relationship. Are there sometimes you should not be having sex?
Yeah, I'll throw something out there. If someone told me that they were a virgin, like I'd be their first time doing that, I probably wouldn't want to do it.
Me either. I'm running.
I probably wouldn't want to do it.
I don't want that emotional responsibility. You know, I'm here first, and then I just know what comes with that. I need someone who's been with this tour already. You know what I mean?
Bro, at our age, finding a virgin is like hitting a lottery, bro. That's like 1 in a million.
I wouldn't want one. Would you want a virgin?
He down there by the JUCO though, so.
True.
Drew, would you want a virgin?
Nah.
Me either. What about
nobody
you,
want that
Gordy?
responsibility.
That's a lot. That's a big gap right there.
Yeah, come back when you had about 3 or 4 dicks in your mouth. I'm not fucking with no rookies, man. Not at the same time. I need a vet. I need a vet. I need you to know to look at me while you sucking the dick. I need a vet.
Come back when you got an OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
And you notice he's not saying like a 20-year-old virgin, but listen, there's women out there. I'm sure there's a 40-year-old woman virgin out there somewhere.
Facts.
There is.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
She might not be that attractive. She might not be attractive.
Not by choice.
That's a good point. Not by choice.
Listen, there are plenty of women who please themselves, but have never been pleased by a man.
But you know that there are a lot more younger men who are virgins than younger women who are virgins. You know that, right? That's facts.
Hey.
Is that the case?
That's facts.
A lot more younger men virgins
than younger virgins. Women. Yep. Meaning like 18 to 25.
Mm-hmm. I think women go in and most women I know started in their teens, bro. I
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, I have a question for all you guys. If when you do meet somebody you're dating, you finally do have sex, is it mandatory for it to go down every time you guys hang out?
No.
Is it a red flag if it doesn't go down again soon after that first time?
I think it depends how much you like the girl or the woman.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the connection, because if you can't spend time with her, or if spending time with this woman is a chore because you're not getting it in. Yeah, that's a tough one.
What about sex on the first date?
Right. That's what I was trying to get at. Like some women have sex on the first date and they be like, "Whoa, I didn't want to do that really, but we had fun. Shop is closed for the next 2 months." Are you guys still dating?
Huh? 2 months.
Right.
That's like a reverse psychology, huh?
So hold on. Let's back this up.
So she
So
gave
we
you the
had
buns
sex-
and then told you
We
that
had sex on the first date, and now we're
she's
gonna
withholding.
just withhold it for 2 months.
Right.
Yeah,
She didn't give you she didn't give you a date, but she's like, that's not happening again for a while.
Why?
So in my head, I'm thinking, Shorty don't fuck with me like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's what it is.
I ain't do it for.
So
I ain't do it right for.
we ending it right there, not because she said no, it's because I'm gonna feel insecure and feel like she's not messing with me like that.
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's a good point.
So once the floodgates open, it's just gotta stay open for you
Facts.
to stay interested.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Yeah.
consistency, right? Some
Yes.
some consistency. Or what are we doing here?
But does it have to? Does the consistency have to be in the realm of intercourse?
No.
Bro, I got PTSD, bro. Once you give me the buns, you don't start trying to ration this shit out.
I'm trying to ration it.
I've been through a lot in my
I've been through a
lifetime.
lot.
This ain't
like
1920s
vitamins.
Russia. We ain't rationing nothing out over here.
He needs his daily vitamins.
So go ahead, Kia.
Nah, that was Goran.
Oh,
Go ahead, Jay.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say something. I got me. I'm always doing research and pulling up articles and stuff. So there was a blog out there from a psychologist that tries to explain why sex is on a man's mind, all day.
Okay.
And tell me what if you guys agree with this or not. And I think this hits on what you was just talking about, Maul. So for men, this psychologist says sex to a man is how he shows love and how he feels love. What do you guys think about that?
Facts.
That's facts.
Facts.
That's
My
facts.
heart is in my dick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So in a relationship, if there's a woman you love, a woman you care about, you want to have sex all the time because you want to feel love and you want to show love or give her love, right?
Facts.
Right.
The other thing that she talks about is sex is exciting for men. It's excitement. It's like going to Disney. It
is. That's true.
It's like getting a new car. It's like getting a new toy.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Right,
So-
but it's not all the same. Like for me, at this point in my life, I like the buildup. So if we go a month without, and then we go book a room or something like that after it, that's fun to me rather than having a great night on a date and then coming back to the house and fucking. I'd rather build up over the course of time and then have one just immaculate night.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to just doing it every week.
So you would prefer to ration the buns?
He likes 1920s Russia.
Yeah, he does.
Nah.
Yo, his
Like
numbers.
his bread rationed out.
Dude, I live
like,
I
I'm not
lived
fucking
in,
this week.
I was born for I've been having sex since what? I was 14?
So wait
I've been
till
having
next
sex
Friday.
since I was
Wait till next Friday.
Hold on. I can't hear.
I've been having sex since I was 14.
14?
Yeah. So that's 30 years. So
our kids about that age. I'm scared.
So I need certain things that's
14.
gonna get me excited. Meeting a new woman, yeah, that'll get me excited, but I know what's gonna come with that. Let's build up to something that we'll both enjoy and make a memory. That's what I'm all about, making a memory. This is why I can't
So-
fuck. This is why I gotta watch who I fuck. Because that's my
you're
mentality.
So you're telling your girl, not tonight, we just did it yesterday, so now we gotta wait 2 months?
So
Oh hell yeah! I've
But-
said no plenty.
For real?
But wait,
Absolutely.
But
I've
Jamal's
said no plenty
polyamorous,
times.
so he's got a rotation anyway.
Yeah,
So this is a
I
good
got
way
a-
for
I had
him
a
to
rotation,
ration.
like-
That don't count.
He's like,
Like, yo,
you
for real.
every other
Count.
Monday, you
Yo, they used
Tuesdays
to
and
come
Thursdays.
hard.
he got 12 chicks in a rotation, and he getting them.
And
All right.
yo, what I
You
learned
come
about
out here.
And then he
What
on the
I-
show trying to act like he's monogamous. Like, yeah, you know, me and my lady.
nah, it's
we,
just I'm
ahead, man.
actually traumatized from the shit that I had to live through. Like it would be like, because it's not a competition, but those women knew what they were doing. Like I would be leaving one day to go to the next girlfriend's house. I would purposely get the shit fucked out of me, purposely. And then when I arrive at the other woman's house who didn't
got
know what
nothing
anything
left.
goes on, she's in lingerie waiting for me.
Oh,
So it's like, and I can't say no. So I had to say no on times when I was just like, nah, I would go to sleep on purpose. I would be like, seriously. I
gotta work a double tonight.
Yeah, I would seriously, knowing that I would come in later just to avoid, like, to regroup, to get the energy. So that's why I'm in the space that I'm in now. Is it's like I gotta hold back, because my 30s was crazy.
And guys, listen, real talk, man. As we get older, that thirst, that hunger, that drive is gonna hit a cliff pretty quick.
Nah,
Yeah.
do squats, bro. That builds your testosterone levels up.
Yeah, testosterone levels are gonna drop at some point to where it's like, you know, Knicks is on.
That's what I'm at now. It ain't even got to be the Knicks. Little League World Series is on. Oh shit! Cooley High's about to come on. Nah, I got to watch this. Total
I gotta
Recall.
watch this. Listen, I gotta do laundry tonight.
Yeah, every excuse I could come up with, I had.
Got a headache.
oh, you got the headache
So,
one.
nah, I don't think I ever used the headache one. But do you guys think a man's sex drive, thinks about sex more than women do?
Yes.
I disagree.
I actually think that I think that's how I thought a while ago, but I think my thoughts. I think it's
According to Google,
I think it's closer.
According to Google, men are reported thinking about sex 19 times a day, while women are reported 10 times a day. So we think about 8 to 9 times more than they do.
We may think about it more, but I think for a woman, when she thinks about it, those 10 times may feel to her like 20.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Speak
too.
on it, G.
Yeah.
And
Because
they can
of,
do
you
it
know,
more than us too. They can actually they can go dozens of rounds.
Fellas, you know, real talk, man. I mean, women don't orgasm, frequently. I mean,
No, they don't.
That's proven.
Right.
That's
They
proven.
don't.
So imagine being able to have sex and not have to worry about having an orgasm.
Right.
Trade
But have
your
the
man
same
in.
feeling,
Men
You
don't
trade
have
their
bad
man in.
sex.
right?
We don't
You-
have bad sex. It
you
feels
just want
good.
it all the time.
Hold on,
It feels
G.
good instantaneously. As soon as you get in that, it's like,
Well,
oh,
hold on. Yo, G, finish that again. Men, imagine what?
Imagine if a man could continually have sex and not have to worry about having an orgasm. Go as hard as you want. Go as freaky as you want. Do whatever you want and not have to worry about nutting.
And you're not gonna nut.
Dudes don't have
nut.
sex.
I've had that experience.
You feel the same?
I'm just trying to say that's how a woman feels, because a woman is going to, as long as, she's still wet and everything like that, she can keep going for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never heard it broken down that way before. Never heard it broken down that way before. Mo,
What are you saying?
That would be fucked up because you'd be fucking for days.
And no nut.
None of this.
You know,
God knew what he was doing.
It's like working towards something and not getting the reward at the end. The reward is that nut.
Fellas, if you want to have that experience, pop a Viagra and take ecstasy.
No, I'm good. You trying to give me a heart attack?
Sun up.
I'm not promoting that.
From sundown to sun up. Don't promote it. No, I'm just saying if you want that experience, don't do that shit now. You guys will have a heart attack.
Don't do that shit now. Y'all motherfuckers too old for that shit.
In your 20s, you do that shit, yo, you be like, it's fucking Thursday and we started Tuesday.
It's fucking Thursday.
Neil, don't do that shit. You be dead in the junior college dorm.
No, bro.
But yeah, I can relate to that. That's why women have such like. Have you guys ever had an orgasm but didn't ejaculate?
When you just bust air.
No. When you haven't like your body is convulsing, but you did not ejaculate. Like it feels like the same body feeling that you have when an orgasm, but you just don't ejaculate, and you can keep going. Have you ever had that experience?
I think I had
Nah.
an all night situation where I was,
The clip was empty.
yeah, the clip was empty after. I mean, like the sun was coming up, and I had expelled everything I had.
Thought you had one in the chamber.
But I was still going in, and I just had to roll over and tap out because I had put all the way. I didn't have nothing to nut. I ain't have no nut, nothing to nut.
So when we have these like marathon sessions, do you guys think about sex the next day, or you take a break?
Ooh.
Now you think about what a good night you had the night before.
Yeah, you that's the reminiscent part. That's the like, God damn, that shit was that's
flashback.
That's that flashback moment. You still thinking about it, but you ain't trying to do nothing that next day. You like, yeah.
You're just trying to get some money at this point today. You're like, you know what? I'm good from last night. Let me just get some money now.
Okay, so the thought process is remembering, but not wanting to do it again.
Correct.
But later that second night, you know what I'm saying? If something jumps off, you still gonna do it. You still gonna do
I'm
it.
not. Fuck out of here.
He said, I'm not.
You will. Not saying the next morning, afternoon. I'll say the next night someone shows up, whatever the case is, you know. You'll do it.
Keith said, if a nickel bag is sold in the park, I want in.
I want in.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
It seems like Moles had a lot of sex over the years, especially in his 30s and 20s. Would you trade his life for your life, knowing the fact that now it sounds like he's washed up? It sounds like he's lost the sex drive. You know what I mean?
Oh, let me go first.
Go ahead, Drew.
Oh, Drew got something to say.
You said, I'm in on this.
I love Jamal, but I don't envy Jamal. He
Nah,
has to deal with like 5 different women, bro. Like that's crazy. I could never do it. I couldn't do it. I don't envy that situation.
Yeah, mentally, you gotta be wired for this.
Yeah, I ain't wired for. I ain't built for that.
And he has to perform too.
Of course.
But it'll be interesting to know that I've done it so many times that now I lost my sex drive. I'm fucked out, but I haven't reached that point yet.
I'm fucked out. Like I ain't got
that's a
But it's
pretty
not even
good way
about
to
the
look
sex
at
though.
it.
Like he has
Not
to be
about-
there for them mentally though.
Mentally
Also.
and emotionally.
Yeah.
And when you get that shit wrong,
I don't.
on 3 fronts, it's a rough day.
Yeah, it's like watching the news channel and there's a hurricane,
It's a hurricane, terrorist
and
attack,
a tropical storm,
and a plane went down. So it's like, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
I don't think any man is envious of another person's sex life because of the fact you've all had great sex with somebody. Even the situations like threesomes and foursomes and things like that. I don't even think once you hear that you're envious of it, because I think there's a sense of accomplishments, some bravado in knowing that you did that yourself. So I'm not envious of somebody when I see that. I'm like, it would be cool if it happens, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start doing what he does to get that. Nah. Like when there's a interview I saw of Magic Johnson after he had AIDS. He's talking about the number of partners he had. He said, "Yo, so did you have wild sex parties?" Like, yeah. He's like, sometimes 3, 4. He said, "What's the most?" He said, 6. 6 in one day. I don't want that at all.
That's crazy.
Like when you really think, like the time I did have a foursome, dude, it sounds fun, but when you know you have 3 women to satisfy and you know you can't come, because we all know we lose a little something when we come, and somebody's gonna be pissed. It's like you don't want that kind of pressure. I had the foursome one time. I have no interest in doing it again. None.
I mean, at least you had experience, brother. For yourself, man. Foursome? I didn't even heard of a foursome.
That
You
blood
know?
flow wasn't the same, was it?
No.
Nah.
It's like, but
the
it
day
seems
later,
like
and I didn't come that night.
it's
I
the
did.
worst.
Was
I
that a
did.
waste of
Performance
a night? Then?
anxiety.
Not at all.
Mhm.
Not at all. Like I had the inner orgasm things. Like you learn how to do some things.
Is that what you tell yourself?
No. I felt it. Like you give yourself. You get to a point where you know how to give yourself an inner orgasm. So
Yeah,
you
but he
don't
was on
lose your
Molly
erection.
and
Was I on Molly that night? Let me see.
I'm gonna call you Future from now on. He was on Molly
Nah.
and Zans.
I was on.
he was on Molly and Zans.
Ooh, that was a good night. That was a good night. I was on. What was I on
had
that
numbing
night? I was
cream
on.
Numbing cream.
I was on weed, mushrooms, and ecstasy. That night.
And you still alive, bro?
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was on all that night.
But
The funniest part
to
of
me,
that
it
night.
sounds like
I'm gonna tell you a funny part of that night. The night I knew it was gonna happen, so I went and got some paint because I was gonna get mushrooms. I was like, "Yo, I want these chicks to paint me." So they put down like cellophane plastic, like the mushrooms was kicking in. I put down the cellophane plastic. I was like, "Yo, come paint me, y'all." I open up the paint. They're like, "Fool, this is Home Depot paint. You gonna kill yourself." This ain't body paint.
Maul got him some
everyone got brain cancer in the room.
Mushrooms, Zans, what else? And paint fumes? Yeah, you definitely trying to die.
Yeah,
You got a death wish.
Yeah.
Yo, Mo, it sounds like you lost some of your drive too, man. Real talk.
Which is okay. It's okay to lose some of your
that
drive.
motherfucker
Like,
already said his jersey's in the rafters, so he
yeah, it's
you know.
there. It's like I've had great experiences. I don't have to. I could focus on other things and create moments in ways that are, creative. I could be I can be creative with it, and I think I like that more than just the hunt, because we all know as men, it's a part of the hunt.
Yeah, but do you think new teens care about what you used to do, bro?
Maul's running from new
Do
teams.
they care? Do they care? No, they don't care. But I make sure I'm not putting myself in a position where I'm gonna disappoint somebody.
Got it.
That makes sense.
So coming back to the original question, then, is sex always on your mind?
I think everybody on this show has agreed that it is. It is.
I think that's healthy though. If you're healthy, because I remember one time I was complaining to Maul like years ago. I was like, "Yo, man, nothing's happening. We just not having sex, and something." I was like, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I have too much. I need to go get checked out. I'm too horny. I'm just too much blood flow or hormones. He was like, "Dude, you're 30 years old. You're supposed to feel like this." I was like, okay. I'm just not getting none then, but I don't know if I want the numbers he got. If it's gonna make, if that's the case, I'm gonna lose my drive.
Right. I mean, my drive is not completely gone. It's still there. It's just there in a different ways. Like I always laugh at this Mike Epps joke. Cause he's like, whenever he sees married dudes with their wife, they be like, yo, hey brother, what's going on? Just hanging out with the wife and all that. We in the mall, just going to Bed Bath and Beyond, and just hanging out. All right, brother, check it out. But when you see that guy without his wife, he's like, where the bitches at, son? Yo, where the bitches? Where the bitches? And I'm like, that because of my sex drive. I mean, my sexual history. I'm not into that. Won't ever be me. At this age, I'm cool.
Well,
so everybody but Jamal, sex needs to be on our minds. But for him, he could just close his eyes and have his highlight reel go through his head, and that'll be enough for him. He don't really need to go out and perform the acts.
He can close his eyes, go through his head, and do it internally. He can bust
Yep.
internally.
Yeah,
Right.
bust internally. He's like, yeah, I'm good.
And think about it, guys. I think we're
Internal
all
post-nut clarity.
Yeah, internal post nut clarity.
I think we're all in the same space to a degree. Like if I'm gonna do something, it has to be happen organically. I'm not hunting no more. I'm tired. And I think for all of you, you're not going after someone that you think likes you. You're not putting in the work. You're not saying that, yo, meet me here, let's go there, and this person seems boring, but you're still trying to fuck. You guys are not hunting like that anymore. Am I wrong?
I would have to agree with that.
It depends.
Yeah, I'm not hunting like I used to. Picking my spots.
No, it's not a hunt. It's not an all out like a cheetah versus a buffalo, you know. But it's like what G said. If something's on the table, you know, you might eat it. You're gonna eat.
Yeah, because there's a hunger. Healthy men have a hunger for sex.
Yeah. So Maul might want to talk to a doctor. Let's get Greg Dawson back up here.
Let's get Greg Dawson back up here. We got
some blood work on Maul. All right, so we ready to wrap this one up?
Yeah, let's go ahead wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
So I guess is well, with the exception of Maul, most men, it's on their mind at least I would say at least 7-8 times a day. Yeah. But to our fans, we love to hear some feedback. You can always chime in with us and comment on the social media networks, IG, Facebook, or the podcast platforms. We want to thank you for tuning in again. We love to have you be part of these shows. If you haven't done so already and you still want to support The Lame Show, please head on over to buymeacoffee.com/The Lame Show. You can support us there by buying us coffee, starting at $5 a cup. Also, you could do $10 a month, monthly sponsorship. All right. We're also going to be on Clubhouse Mondays, 8:30, different topics. Live, by the way. We'll be live with people in the room, so you can get a feeling what the show sounds like live. What else, guys? You guys have anything else to add before we wrap this up?
The Lame Show, the only show for the male perspective. You heard?
G, say it one more time, G.
The Lame Show, the only show for the male perspective. You heard?
We'll see y'all next week.
Like